Hey everyone, it's Tori and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I am flipping through my mom's custom bullet journal. So this bullet journal is an Archer and Olive 192 page dot grid journal with 160 GSM paper, which is really nice. And I'm pretty sure this is the first custom bullet journal that I've used 160 GSM paper. And I truly loved making this journal, but honestly, I didn't do it all by myself. I have to give a really quick shout out to my sister Haley, who is at Bright and Bujo on Instagram. Please go check her out. She is amazing. She did all the doodles in this journal and I basically did everything else, but all the drawings that you see, it was done by my sister Haley. So we collaborated on this journal for my mom's birthday. Also, before I hop into this journal, I want to say this is a coloring book style journal. Pretty much my favorite way of making custom bullet journals is just using like one color to specify like the theme, but making all the doodles black and white so people can color it in. And I only did 4 months in this journal. It's from September to December 2022. So without further ado, let's just hop into this journal. Hopping in over here, this book belongs to, we didn't write her name or anything. She can decorate this page however she wants. But the first page we did is right over here. I'm actually going to black out the notes that me and my sister wrote for her. This was kind of like our card for my mom's present, but I just have a note over here and she wrote a note down here saying happy birthday and explaining the journal to her. And then over here we have a grid spacing guide. So like I said before, we only did 4 months in this journal, so she can use this grid spacing guide for her own months when she's starting in 2023. Here is a future log. Honestly, we kind of forgot to put calendars up here, but she can either write them in herself or we can print out some stickers for her to make it easier. But we just have January through June 2023 and then July through December 2023. We have 2022 goals over here. She currently has a bullet journal for 2022, but it's kind of being finished up right now, so she can transfer all her goals over here or write down anything she wants to change for the rest of the year because we still have 4 or 5 months left. And then over here, it's the same layout, but it's 2023 goals that she can write in here for next year. I have a full year tracker plus September, October, November, and December of 2022 over here. She can use it as a health tracker or like a mood tracker of any kind. She also has a key over here to write anything she wants. It's just an all-encompassing full year tracker, just to add in a little extra something if we forgot to make anything she wanted to track in her months. And then an extra page over here if she wanted to add anything to her yearly pages. We have books read over here, and I have this kind of style in my own journal, so I wanted to give it to her. I'm not entirely sure how many books I have in here, but she can just color it in based on what she rates that book. And she also has a place over here for her TBR, which is to be read. She had this in her old journal. I kind of stole her current bullet journal and I didn't read anything. I just wanted to look at like layouts and trackers she liked to fill in. And this was one of them. So it's a space to make a to-do list for things she needs to do inside the house and things she needs to do outside the house. Then another page in case we missed anything that she wanted for her yearly spread. She can make it herself, and we are hopping into the months. So all the months are going to be some sort of Harry Potter theme because my mom is obsessed with Harry Potter. So for September, we wanted to go with a more Gryffindor theme. That's why I have the red right here, and there's a Gryffindor, I think it's called a seal, not entirely sure, but it's the Gryffindor little logo right here. The main color's red, and then we also wanted to go with some Quidditch doodles for her to color in, so that's why you see the snitch and the goalposts, I guess, the little rings that they have to throw the balls in. I'm going to explain the spreads more towards the middle of the video because all the spreads are pretty repetitive. So over here we just have a cover page, we have the calendar page, we have a space to write things she's working on, we have September goals that kind of align with the goals I made for the beginning of each year, habit trackers, anxiety trackers that she can color in each day, a health log, a mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual check-in, a gratitude log over here, acts of kindness, a 2 lines a day spread, a weekly review, what's going on in the world, a September in review spread, and a place for pictures of that month. Then we also have an extra space in between, just in case we missed anything again, and she needs to add something in for that month. Moving on to October. So we have a Ravenclaw theme, which is another house in Hogwarts, which is the Harry Potter school, and that main color is blue, so we just have this blue calligraphy. Again, we have a one-page calendar. What she's working on, October goals, health, another check-in, and we just went with some witchy vibes over here. Again, all the doodles are made by my sister. Habits and anxiety, gratitude and acts of kindness, 2 lines a day. We have a week in review and what's going on in the world, October in review, and another space for pictures at the end of the month. Here's the space in between, again, in case we missed anything. And we are moving on to November. So now I'm going to kind of get into the spreads a little bit more to kind of explain how she's going to be filling these in. So over here we just have a cover page for every month. This one is Hufflepuff themed, and we went with more like Honeyduke's Sweet Shop Wizarding World kind of vibes. It's really similar to my August Plan With Me and my own bullet journal. If you want to check that out, I will have that linked in the cards. But for every single month we have the cover page with the header right here and a seal of one of the Hogwarts house. Again, this one is Hufflepuff. Over here we have a one-page calendar for her to write any events going on, and also some doodles. So we have a little chocolate frog, and we have some lollipops over here. This working on spread is kind of like a to-do list or anything she is currently working on. I'm not entirely sure how she uses the spread, but she used it in her own bullet journal right now. And it was kind of just a list layout, so that's what I did over here. Over here is monthly goals, so here's November. We have it separated from personal, health, family. I left this one blank because I'm not entirely sure what she wants to add here. And then also, how did I do this month? So at the end of the month, she can write down how she achieved her goals or how she can do better next month. Over here we have your standard habit tracker. Every single habit tracker in this journal has 10 habits. I'm not sure if she does 10 habits, but there is definitely space for her to track whatever she wants over here. Our anxiety tracker over here is very similar to my own, as is the habit tracker. But over here there's just 30 beans for her to color in based on how high her anxiety gets each day, and she can just make a key down here with whatever color she wants to do when she starts coloring this journal in. Over here we have a health tracker. Again, she just mostly goes with list formats for herself, so I wanted to keep that pretty consistent in this journal that we were making. She just goes day by day writing how she's feeling, whether it's physical health or mental health or anything like that. She can just write 1 line a day about how she is feeling overall. And then over here, this is a new spread to her, but I used to do this in my journal all the time. It's basically a check-in. You can just ask yourself, how are you doing physically, emotionally, mentally, and I added spiritually for her as well. For myself, I liked filling this out in the middle of the month, just kind of like checking in with myself, like, do I need to change anything as the months go on? So I have all these different categories for her to check in with herself and also color some cute little candies down here. Over here is gratitude. She loved the way I used to set up my gratitude, and honestly, I miss how I used to set up my gratitude as well. But for this, there are 30 boxes for 30 days in November, and she can just write down one thing she's grateful for every single day. I personally like to do different header styles or font styles to kind of get my creative juices flowing, I guess, and just try out different fonts, so she can do that as well. Over here is an acts of kindness tracker, again, list style. She really likes to write down like 1 act of kindness that she does every single day, which I think is very, very cute. So she can just track that over here right next to her gratitude. I thought that was pretty fitting. We have a 2 lines a day, which is something I do all the time in my journal as well. Basically, it's just a spread for her to journal every single day, just 2 lines for her to write what's going on or anything that made her happy or anything that did not make her happy. Just a journaling spread and memory keeping. Over here we have a week in review. She said that she uses these basically the same way, so I'm not entirely sure when she picks up this journal for herself. I'm not entirely sure if she's going to use the week in review if she has the 2 lines a day, but it's here for her if she wants to use it. Basically, it's another journaling spread, just a place to write what was going on that week. And yeah, just super simple with an extra place to color down here. This one I think is really, really cool. She likes to write what's going on in the world every single month. Again, kind of like a memory keeping journal spread, but I think it's really, really cool to like look back on past journals just to see like what was going on in this certain time period. But I really like this and I might implement this in my own bullet journal. The last couple spreads we have each month is a month in review. Again, I do this in my own bullet journal, but I do more of a 2-page style. So over here, we just have memories, her best memory, and some highlights from the month, as well as what she's excited for in the future or nervous about in the future. And then just a couple spots for favorites down here, like TV, food, song, and book. And then my sister every single month makes her like a collage of pictures that she's taken in November, and we kind of just send our pictures from our phone to her phone so she has them too. That will go over here in just this big space. Extra space in between if we missed anything, and now we are moving on to the last month, which is December. So this one we have a Slytherin theme, and it's a Slytherin Christmas kind of theme. So we have our Slytherin house emblem, I'm still not sure what it's called, right here for her to color in. I chose green for this because Slytherin's color is green and silver, so I just have this green calligraphy throughout. We have our 1-page calendar over here, cute little ornament, and a cute little trunk over here that my sister made. We have our working on list, some December goals, some habit tracking, an anxiety tracker, her health list over here, a check-in, and I think this is my favorite doodle that my sister did. It's the H&R sweater that Rom's mom made for their Christmas gifts. So cute. We have gratitude over here, acts of kindness tracker, our 2 lines a day with some cute little Christmas lights. She honestly did such a good job with these drawings. We have our week in review, what's going on in the world, December in review, and where she's going to put her pictures at the end of the month. And that is it for this journal. She has quite a few pages to continue on into 2023. So I can't wait to see what she comes up with for herself. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe while you're here. Also, don't forget to check out my bullet journal Instagram at Creative Minds Coffee Grinds, and also my bullet journal TikTok, which is at Creative Mind Coffee Grinds without the S. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!